What's going on, everyone? John here from The Real Talk, back again with another review, and that is for A Quiet Place, which was directed by John Krasinski, starring himself and his wife Emily Blunt. And real quickly, a little fun trivia fact thing. I actually got to meet one of my fellow YouTubers at the screening, and that was Jordan from Room 666. You know, we were going to the screening, we bumped into each other, so it was cool meeting him and watching the film together. So big shout out to him. Link to his channel is going to be in the description down below. Go check him out. He does some really cool, unique reviews, and I really like his channel. So there's that. So before my negative and positives, I just want to talk about my experience with the film, before and stuff like that. Real quickly, I didn't really hear a lot about this film. I just heard, okay, John Krasinski's gonna be alongside his wife Emily Blunt in this like horror thriller type of film, and I saw the trailer and I didn't know that he was gonna be directing it. So that was a cool little fun surprise. And I've gone on record saying that I wish I didn't see this trailer. I kind of love to gone into this movie blind, and one of my good buddies, Zach Pope, he actually did that, so I'm excited to see his full thoughts. So yeah, the movie kind of gave me a It Comes at Night vibe, which I actually really enjoyed. But before this movie though, a lot of people who have seen it were really raving about it, and I personally had really high expectations for it. It was on my most anticipated films of this year list, and it's 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. At least I think it still is. So I think that's the biggest downfall for me, and that you'll see in my negatives, that I kind of I had a lot of expectations. I was hoping for a lot going into the film. So let's get to it, guys. But I think these following negatives are personally things that I saw in the film. Kind of one of the things is the little boy, the son, and again, no spoilers here, guys. I don't know, I just feel like his acting could have been a little bit better. A lot of times, when he was reacting to things, I was kind of like, okay, it felt like John Krasinski said, okay, cool, act this way, and he just did the first expression that came to mind. And another thing about the film is that I didn't really find the movie scary, or it was a lot of horror. I just thought it was more like a thriller type of thing that had a lot of on the edge of your seat type of moments. But this movie was marketed as a horror movie, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, I don't know. But another thing that I didn't really like about the movie is that this movie is supposed to be kind of making you connect to these characters, and it does in some way, shape, or form, but not as much. So when things happen, they don't really hit you, at least for me. I would have loved to seen a little bit more development with the characters, so that way the audience can connect with them. So I think that's one of my biggest negatives. But let's go on to my next one. So with my last negative, I kind of want to dive into this one a little bit. It was that there's a lot of things that, at least for me, were put into this movie to kind of just give you more of those little thrilling moments, and kind of just to scare you. And it's really well, you didn't really need to put a loud jump scare here, or this little plot device. It could have been fixed by a certain character that kind of encountered that earlier, and something almost happened because of that, and it's kind of just there just to say, oh my god, is this gonna happen? Okay, no, it didn't. I don't really want to give too much away, but maybe if you guys seen the film already, you guys know what I'm talking about, and we can go back and forth in the comment section down below. But yeah, other than that, guys, I really did enjoy the movie, so let's talk about some of my positives. So like I said, this movie wasn't really scary, at least for me, and it wasn't, really a horror movie. But what this film does do very well is kind of just give you suspenseful moments, and kind of have you at the edge of your seat, oh my god, what's gonna happen? Oh my god, don't make any noise. I was at the theaters, and I was trying to not make any noise myself, so that was really cool. So along with that, I thought the creature designs, not giving anything away, I thought they looked really cool. They were really unique. And, sometimes the creatures themselves, with the choices that they've made in the film, kind of questionable. But overall, I really liked them. I thought they were, like I said, they looked really cool, unique, and stuff like that. And yeah, they were kind of creepy at times, so there's that. So wrapping up my positives, I thought the performances from the main actors, John and Emily, I thought they were really solid. I thought Emily especially did a really good job. John Krasinski does phenomenal. I don't really think I've seen him act like this in anything else before. I know he's been in other films, and he was in 13 Hours, which was really talked about, really raved. So, but I haven't seen it, so it was my first exposure to him kind of being more dramatic, more serious, and stuff like that. And real quickly, I thought the cinematography was really well done as well. Some really cool, unique shots they were able to get, and the movie looked really good. So yeah, there's that. So overall, guys, you know, I think the biggest downfall for this movie was kind of my expectations of it. So I'm trying to not to knock it down for that, but also trying to justify the negatives I actually did have with the movie along with my positives. So with that being said, I have to give A Quiet Place an 8 out of 10. I thought it was a really solid thriller film. You know, I did have negatives with it, like I said, so that's why I can't, you know, I don't think it was anything, you know, groundbreaking or special. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. Alright, so like I was saying, if you guys seen the film already, let me know your thoughts on it in the comment section down below. And if you guys want to follow me outside of YouTube, you guys can at The Real Talk, talk with 2Ks on Instagram and Twitter. You guys can also follow me on Stardust, just at The Real Talk. Until next time, I'll see you at the movies. Later, guys.